I don't know if I want to.
It's always got to be difficult.
I don't know. Why
Why
not?
can't life just be simple?
Because it is simple. That's the beautiful thing. And then need a little adversity in there.
Don't let that be
When
the
it's
answer.
fun adversity, there's a difference.
Don't let that
When it's
be
shits
the
and
answer.
giggles.
Is this live?
This is
Yeah,
Facebook.
we're live.
Yeah, we're live right now.
We're live.
All right. Well, as always, we're going to take a few texts, see if we can get some folks off in here. Yes, per every other time, we're late. Not because we're trying to be late, but just because we damn late. But we are here. Like I said, we're going to take a few texts, see if we can get some folks to drop off in here. And then we're going to go ahead and move on into some of the things we want to talk about tonight. Let's see. Jupiter McFly, he jumped straight in. What's going on with you, brother? How you feeling? It's good to see you stepping in tonight. They said we just gonna take a few ticks, see if we can get some folks. D Stokes, what's going on, baby?
My tablet still hasn't started yet.
Oh shit! Here, you want this?
No, it's coming.
Okay.
I can see it there.
All right. We just gonna take, like I said, we taking a few ticks. Let some folks come on in.
Absolutely.
So we can jump in. It's been a couple weeks. Life like a motherfucker right now. Boy.
What are you telling?
Them. Yeah, that's what I'm telling them. Stepping in the night. What's up? Yes, sir. Everything is good. Well, maybe I should rephrase it. Everything is not good, but I am in a good headspace about everything. How about that? How about that? I think that's the fairest thing for me to say. As I said, life is lifing, and it's lifing not in the best of ways sometimes right now. But
we're as strong as ever.
Right, as always, man. We got to keep going. Ebony Lynn Miller, hey, how you doing over there on Instagram? We see you, lady. Like I said, life may not move the way we always want it to, but it is up to us to handle life with dignity and with some true accountability. We can't allow ourselves to get so swept away by grief, disappointment, anger, fear, whatever it is, that we don't allow ourselves, that we don't maintain our personal integrity. I've watched that happen a lot, and I don't want to stand by and allow it to happen much anymore. I think that's what I mean.
It's a tablet. It's not us.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
I've been having a lot of conversations with those closest to me. Last night we had what I thought was an amazing conversation. A very, very candid. I mean, just the kind of transparent that's just in its own way scary. But we had a great conversation, and they gave me a perspective I never had before about me. That's always a very humbling thing to have someone else speak to you about you, especially in a way that I don't always recognize myself. I do appreciate both of them for being the kind of candid that they are, because it allows me to grow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to have a thing where I checked in with my partners, you know, every so often to say, hey, you know, how am I doing? You know, what am I presenting myself properly? Am I, you know, do you feel the way you want to feel in this relationship? And um, unfortunately, I wasn't always getting honest answers. And because I wasn't getting honest answers, no behavior change. Um, I'm trying to have this part of the conversation without pointing any fingers, because it's not so much that my partners didn't want want the change. I think more than anything else, they were not trusting that I was really listening to make an adjustment where necessary, as opposed to listening to find something to fault against them. I think that's what I mean to say there.
Sounds good to me.
Did that make sense? I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think.
Because that was coming from your personal perspective that you are, you know, engaged with addressing your role in it. Because there's always two sides to every story. The third version's usually the truth in the middle.
Like,
No doubt.
yeah, where you
You
I
view
don't know if you were
yourself
trying to
might not be the
say
same.
that you don't know if whoever felt comfortable with presenting their true feelings because of how you would accept it.
Exactly. And I'm making mention of that now, because I think that is a situation that it does weave through relationships, where you understand that there is something you want from your partner, but you don't know how to bring it to them. You're not sure what their reaction will be about whatever it is.
You're not sure how to approach them.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're going to get back in return. Because you don't know if it's something that they're going to find offensive, or if it's something that they're going to find hurtful, or if it's something that has any form of trigger on that person. So there's always an apprehension. And that's what makes us work, because we actually strive to have those actual difficult conversations. That's why they're called difficult, because there's always a what if.
Right.
What if I say this and it hurts them? What if I say this and it angers them?
And
what if I
shut down?
Right. What if I say this and they just completely brush it off like it's not important? What if I get hurt in the process?
Yeah.
What if my concerns are ignored?
That, yes.
I'm bringing this information to the forefront because currently it is an issue for me, and I don't want it to turn into a problem for us. But it happens so often that people can't get out of their own ego to understand that this conversation is supposed to be helpful.
Right.
But the only thing they see is somebody telling them where they're not perfect.
Or telling them what to do. Or telling them how to be.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like, don't tell me how to be. At all. I'm Tyra. I'm going to be Tyra.
Right.
So day I die, I'm Tyra. But in all seriousness, you know, everybody interprets things in their own way. In most cases, they're interpreting things in the ways they were taught to interpret them.
Facts.
And you are never too old to learn a new way of thinking.
I've been trying.
Hashtag Black Men in Therapy.
I've been trying to find a way to verbalize a very, very, very close sentiment to that.
Mm-hmm.
We get so adjusted to doing things our way that we're not paying attention that our way ain't getting us what we really want.
Wait. Let's make it even better. And you're not paying attention to the fact that you are dealing with another grown-up who is adjusted to their way.
Right.
So you can't get harsh with them when y'all ways clash. Just because your way is what you know doesn't mean it's the best way. And it doesn't mean their way is the best way.
Or the only way.
That opens an opportunity for y'all to find the best way together. Let's see where we can meet on this, because I see this aspect and this might be helpful in that situation. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's helpful too.
I never thought about it from that side.
And then you create your own dynamic.
You put together the pieces that work for your relationship.
Exactly.
Now, again, like Tyra said, we're not taking in consideration that we got a whole nother human being involved here. You know what I mean? So because you are so accustomed to doing things the way that you've always done things, you kind of allow yourself to overlook the fact that those things work for me as an individual, but now I'm trying to operate as a unit.
And nobody has the right to dictate how another person should behave.
At all.
Just because I feel it should be this way because this is what I am used to, doesn't mean you got to be that way. You're your own person.
That's right. We, per the conversation last night, we have come to understand that we come from
very
different backgrounds.
Now, let me just read a few comments. Andrea Amador, doesn't mean it's the only way. That's when teamwork comes into play.
That part.
That's right. That's right.
And Cindy Stallworth, I love y'all and your genuine relationships. Continue speaking and teaching your truth.
Well, thank you, Cindy.
That's the goal.
I know that's right. That is what we are trying to do.
We don't tell nobody to do how we say. We tell them to, you know.
And Felicia Lynch gave us a shout out. Hey, beautiful ladies. Hey.
Hi.
As it stands, we understand that we want our relationship to work. Let me. All right,
that part.
Here I go. All right. We want our relationship to work. So, as you hear me say often enough, we're not just going to rest on our laurels and be stagnant in the way we continue to push our relationship forward. What we do, it works. It works. And I'm talking about, I really could kick my feet up and coast on this for a long fucking time because it does work. But if I want this to continue to work, you have to make sure that you inject fresh energy. You have to accept their desires and make sure that you incorporate what you need.
No,
make sure you incorporate that too. Because for as much as, of course, I want all the shit that I want, I know they got some shit they want too. So it only makes sense that the plan, because again, I count myself the leader, the plan has to incorporate all of the things that all the people involved in the plan want. She's the highest, but I'm the figurehead leader. All right? So let me take mine.
You're my guy,
Kotva Anchor.
Kotva Anchor, that's family.
Sitting in this right now, needed this confirmation.
Okay.
Yes. Jupiter McFly, y'all have real life love. Me and wifey enjoy watching y'all. Keep up the amazing
Thank
job.
you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. We appreciate you, honestly.
Yeah. I'm sorry, where we at? Andrea Amador, that's another factor. Wanting the relationship to work. Some don't. Longevity requires having an open mind to change. Absolutely.
That is the definition of the 7-year itch.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you
complacency.
You get so comfortable moving in that one energy, moving at that one pace, moving where, okay, we're not doing too much to rock the boat. I ain't going to go too far out of bounds where she's going to be questioning me and how I'm moving and what I'm doing. No, we're never talking about cheating or no bullshit like that. We're only talking about responsible relationships here. All of the bullshit, that goes over there. We don't discuss it because we don't fucking indulge in it. So when we're speaking, we are speaking from a perspective of people who care about their fucking partners. And in some cases, we just don't know how to express these things in a proper way. Like my man JT Ty said, men, we have a very limited emotional vocabulary. And because we do, and you women, you ladies, you're so well versed with your emotions. We miss each other in translation.
All the time.
All the time. More than enough. That
I automatically thought of the difference between cats and dogs.
Right. But so much so that we had to pay attention to it is not an accident. It just is exactly what it is. We will not understand each other completely in those spaces. And that's fine.
Hey, Sarah, Sarah.
But we will always hold respect for each other in these spaces. That way, the only thing that we have to concern ourselves with is making sure that we maintain, that word again, integrity.
That's what it means to be a mature and responsible adult.
That's right.
Why am I holding this and it looks like I got my cane?
It do.
So I pointed it.
Let me put this back over there.
Okay.
All right. We got any more comments?
Hold that for a minute. And
let me going on Instagram.
What'd you say?
There's nothing going on Instagram.
Well, I can't see Regal's version because it's up there. So I can only see who joined, but nobody actually speaks to us. Speak up, Instagram. I'll be right back.
We about to get with that too.
Trisha Rodriguez said, hey.
Hey, Trish, what's going on, family? Ghetto Professor, Alex, the Alchemist Porter. What's going on, baby? I have not seen you in a grip. It's good to see your name pop up.
Too long. I'm coming. Hey, Alex. I didn't want to miss that.
There you go. What I was saying. It gets a little tentative for me sometimes because I just want to go all the way in. Because I'm going to say exactly how I feel. Love is too important to me. And I watch people stick in these relationships, situationships, and
situationships.
And I hear more negative about their partner than I ever hear positive. And because I speak to so many people, couples, triads, quads, entire polycules, and it's almost sad that you stay connected to somebody that you harbor so much bad energy for. So I have the question. What can you do, or what are you willing to do to get rid of these bad feelings that you're harboring against your partner?
And are you keeping love on the forefront of the relationship?
Yeah.
Because some people don't put the importance into love that you put into relationships, that I put into relationships, that you put into relationships. Because a lot of people are taught it's signs of weakness. Just like how people would teach a little boy, you're a boy, you're not supposed to cry.
Mhm.
What? If you don't get that emotion off your chest and move on from it instead of harboring it forever.
Right. Right.
So people are also taught to
We got all that.
shield themselves from love, so to speak, because they don't learn how to compromise with another human being. You know, it doesn't matter who that human being is. They never learn to compromise with others. Like I'm always saying about communication, how it's been dying over the years, and how I feel social media built the coffin and COVID drove the nails in. Because then it was like, okay, boom, now you can't see face to face. Because y'all still communicating and not letting the computers take over. But besides the point, I said that to say that people are very really taught not to love in that fashion.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Therefore, what you don't know, you don't know. You learn it as you go. We're still learning as we go every fucking day because you are a completely different person than anybody we've dealt with before. I'm a completely different person than anybody you've dealt with before. So therefore, we have to constantly learn each other. And a lot of people are taught not to put in that effort. It's because of how I think things should be, that it should be this way, and there's no wiggle room.
Mm-hmm.
People learn how to sacrifice and not compromise.
Yeah. Yeah. And then be mad. Then be mad.
Yeah, it creates the resentment. And then they turn that resentment on the partner.
Mm-hmm.
And then that ends up failing in the long run, or they have a really bad relationship in the long run. Because I've seen people that were married 50 years and can't stand each other.
Okay.
At all.
Andrea said, this was me and my ex. He was 50 and stuck in his ways. His other partner was okay with his ways. I, on the other hand, was not and had to walk. I'm big on communication, understanding, compromising, and respect.
Period. Yes, well said. Well said. And the beauty of that is when a person actually sticks to that.
Mm. Right.
Like, okay, if you keep letting allowances be made for behaviors, you're giving them the okay to continue those behaviors because, oh, I'm just going to look past it again.
You're always moving the goalposts like that.
Exactly.
You're never allowing the person to understand what your boundary is if you keep backing off your boundary.
That part.
I cannot tell you I don't like when you do this and then you do it again and I don't deliver some version of a consequence. And in this case, when I say consequence, I'm saying, okay, I no longer can trust you with that, so I won't give you that anymore. Or if it's
a reminder.
Or if it's something more serious, then you have to say, listen, clearly you are not, it doesn't make the same kind of sense to you it does to me, and I'm not going to force you to understand my perspective. I'm just going to go ahead and bow out gracefully.
Right. And you also got to remember, when you see that the other person is seriously trying, not to fault them if they slip up. Yeah. Long time. You know what I mean? Like if this was something that was regularly occurring and then you get this whole period of a long time after you addressed it and then it accidentally happens again.
No, again,
not holding that against that partner.
I'm, one more time, we're not talking about accidental.
Yeah, I was saying a reminder. Yeah, sometimes it's a reminder as opposed to
what I'm directly talking about right here is if you present a boundary and your partner crosses the boundary and you accept that behavior,
right?
You are teaching your partner to not respect your boundary.
Right.
But if you give the boundary, your partner disrespects that boundary and you do nothing, you are once again teaching your partner to disrespect your boundary.
Yeah.
But on side 3, if you put your boundary up and your partner disrespect it, and then there is consequence. There's a separation in time.
Right.
There's less availability. It could be a complete cut off of the relationship. Restructure completely. I have restructured entire relationships, decades long. I have restructured those relationships because I have come to understand my emotional capacity. And you're not going to tell me what I can and cannot take.
Right. And that was to speak further on that, to give awareness that, okay, say you set a very strict boundary. Okay. This is something that was happening, let's say monthly. And you finally set the boundary. Now say a whole year went past. And one time that boundary gets a little crossed again. Not necessarily in the effect that happened the first time.
Okay.
But instead of jumping to cut off and all that other stuff, you always want to remember to weigh in. Wait, it's been a whole year. So this was something monthly and this is something 12 months later.
Right.
Therefore, it might have been an accident. So I just want to make sure people are aware that sometimes it's not an intentional thing, that it was just a habit that popped up after a few years. You know what I mean? And you don't want to jump to that end of the world when it can be, you just needed a reminder.
Right.
Just to stay on that path that you were already on.
Right. Right.
Because it's not as severe, because you have been mindful of your partner. That's why it's always important to be mindful of your partners. Consider your partners in every decision you make.
You should.
If it's a decision that affects your life, it's also a decision that affects their life. Therefore, they should be in consideration at all times. When I consider myself, I don't just consider him. I consider her. I consider our other partners. How will this affect everybody as a whole? Is this beneficial to everybody? Okay, if it's beneficial to everybody but one, then I need to have a conversation with that one to see how we can compromise where it helps them too.
Right.
That's what I meant about the, say it happens a long time later. You don't have to necessarily be set in stone at that time.
Right.
It's not like they're constantly still stepping. No, okay, a slip up happens. You got to be aware that there are actual slip ups, because people tend to fall back into their old habits. Like me biting my nails for all them years, and then I fall back into biting my nails. But I might have went a year without touching my nails. And he'll remind me. He'll look at me and he'll be like, stop biting your nails. And it'll make me stop because I have the habit of not biting them. It's just something, might have been a triggering moment, and it showed up. Is that fair?
More than. Let me read a few of these comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here. Andrea Amador, she checks back in. Guess that comes with having self-respect and self-worth.
Yes.
Again, boundaries.
Period.
Boundaries. That's an all-encompassing word right there.
You got to know you before you can accept anybody else.
Our tribe mate, Kofa Aker, she checks in. I never thought that I would do whatever it took to get away from the bad energy to make it work. I usually run, but this love has my heart, and I will work on everything possible. Now, that right there is the right attitude.
Yes.
That's the right attitude. That's the attitude that says, this is important to me.
Did you exhaust all options before you made the choice otherwise?
And I want the people that I am claiming that are important to me to understand that this is important to me. Don't make some silent proclamation to say, oh, well, I promise that I'm going to do everything I can to make this work. No, motherfucker, step up. Tell the people that you with. I am not going to disappoint you if I can help it. I'm going to go out of my way to make sure that you get the best version of me that you can have. That right there, direct confirmation. I ain't bullshitting. They ain't got to ask nobody else. I'm right there for them to understand it's coming directly from me.
Thanks, sir.
Huh?
Don't have an aneurysm.
But listen, I think that is the right type of attitude and the right energy to have for that, because Love is the thing that we're always clamoring for.
Mhm.
It is the thing that we believe that we want before we understand what love is. So why in the world would you be so careless with it? Why? Come on now, somebody say something. It don't make sense. I get judged for my lifestyle choice, for my love style choice. Because people don't think that it's rooted in the love that it's rooted in. That he just nasty and they just weak and nobody over there understands what real love is. I've heard all of this shit.
Get your own. Why don't you want your own man?
I love it.
Yes,
Yeah,
all of it. All of it is out there.
Y'all make me laugh.
But here's the reality. I will put a third of a penny to $1 million bet, and you can have the third of the motherfucking penny. That we put more real intentional energy into maintaining the integrity of our relationship than motherfuckers who've been married 40 years.
That part.
Because we understand that we always will be under scrutiny. We always will have someone that will look down on the love that we share. They're not going to respect that we really do invest and interact the way that we do. But guess what? Can't worry about them folk. Because the people that I'm directly connected to, those are the ones who I'm accountable to. Those are the ones whose opinion matter to me. I listen to all outside opinion. That's not a problem. But I don't have to retain any of that shit. How you feel about my life, boy, don't make me disrespect you. Comments, sorry. Kofa, yes. Tyrone Miller. Hey! What's going on, bro?
Hey, Ty.
Andrea Almador, she's back. 4 years strong. Took 2.5 years to heal from the emotional and verbal abuse and trauma.
Amen to that.
Good for you.
But at least you took that time to heal.
Queen Sparkle, hello, darling. Once you open that door to allowing that disrespect, the relationship becomes chaotic and toxic. Boundaries are very important. Set them and stick to them. You might have told an entire truth there, lady. That is all true right there. Javon Jackson, Dexter, I see you peeking in. Roger Hawthorne, what's going on, buddy? JT Ty, that's my baby. Yes, yeah, I know that it is. I know it is. That's my baby too. We're talking about that goddamn Kofa.
Your drink melted.
Good. Who's?
Look, I'm like, I can see the lines.
Yeah, we still.
Mine's almost there.
Announcement. I knew there was something I wanted to say to everybody. Tell you right. Hey, lady. Good to see you. Folks, we did a thing. We have officially launched our YouTube page. So right now we have
share, follow, please.
Yes, like, share, follow, subscribe because it is YouTube, so we can get subscriptions. But to date, all of the current incarnations of Regal Love, no longer the Regal Love with Miss LaTonya Michelle. Those are not available there. But anything post the time with her will be posted on that page. So please follow us, like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. We will start putting up more content there, and we are going to start doing YouTube live, and we're going to effectively phase out either Facebook or Instagram. And right now, due to our interaction, Instagram is probably going to get bumped off. So with that being the case, I guess next time we come here, more than likely we will be coming from We'll be coming from Facebook, and we will be coming from YouTube Live. So you guys just get ready for that. We said that we wanted to start to expand our reach and start to affect different markets.
Yeah.
Okay. Affect different markets and put some.
I just realized I was the only one with a shirt on. How was I this far into the live before I realized?
Right.
That your shirt says anything is possible.
I just the shirt I threw on for the day.
Hey.
The messy jeans.
And it looks nice. And I love it on you.
JT, don't forget the little people.
Stop it.
Bro, come on. Outside the fact that y'all are the house of bigums, y'all ain't little. So, ain't gonna miss you.
And those of you that do podcasts, please hit my inbox. I'm trying to delve a little into that. So I don't know if Regal Love's going to go into that, but we may if I can get a good handle on it, because I want to try it for myself first. So hit me up.
Yeah, we
I'm gonna do my book.
We want to try to do a little more. And let me be the kind of honest I love to be. We want to do more so we can reach more.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody wants to be the famous podcaster. Everybody want to be the low level.
That's not what this is
blah,
about.
Blah 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 blah. Fuck all that. I'm popular enough. You know what I mean? So that's not what I'm looking for.
I don't like fans. No, I'm lying.
What I am looking for is more reach, more folks, because this is important. This is a lifestyle that a lot of people don't even understand in a usable way. They look at polyamory, and like I said before, they think they're nasty. They think they're insecure. They think that they're emotionally scarred people, and that's why they're polyamorous.
May I expound on what I just said? When I said I don't like fans, I don't mean it in the sense of I don't like fans. I mean it more in the sense that it's very foreign to me. So when I'm approached in that manner, it's kind of is weird the best word?
Unnerving for you.
Yeah, like it's different. I don't like being in the spotlight. I do like talking about what's real. I do like talking about, things that may help another person, because I'm all about helping my fellow man or woman. You already know. Cheers to the girls. But I just wanted to clarify that because I felt like I said it wrong.
No, I didn't think you did.
Like, because I do enjoy and I do, I love that I've touched somebody in some way. Mm-hmm. It's just like,
you're just uncomfortable.
Okay, thanks.
You're just uncomfortable.
Right, exactly. Exactly. It's just, I'm not used to being, I'm not the person center stage. I'm the one built in the set.
Oh, and
they can't understand that.
We're drinking, Tara and I are drinking strawberry margaritas. And,
and I am drinking what is now our signature drink. This is called the Regal Love.
Yes.
It is.
Don't tell. You don't tell the ingredients. You still won't tell me the flaming Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
So don't give it away.
The Regal Love. It is our new signature drink, and you have to be in company with us to experience it.
That part.
So let's make a date to get together and have a drink.
Regal Love. Till it's patented, you can't have the recipe.
That's right.
But it is good. I promise you won't regret it. Yeah, I just felt I had to clarify on that because I felt like I said it wrong.
Talia, right? Love your energy, sus.
Thank you, Talia.
Kofa, she's gonna hit you up. JT,
anytime.
The House of Bigums, you goddamn right. Those are folks, baby. Hawthorne, Roger, we just answered you. Yes, Delisa. Popular enough, baby. You know it.
As are you, beautiful.
Yes, she knows. She got.
She already knows, but I gotta give credit where credit's due.
Kofa kicks in. She says, "Mine is Light Talk After Dark on Spotify." Oh, you're on Spotify.
Okay, definitely. Hit my inbox with that information, or hit Regal Love's inbox with that information, and we will make sure we subscribe.
And Lisa says, "We got fans, but we still humble. It didn't go to your head."
That part.
No, it can't. It can't.
Yeah. Stay humble, folks. Like,
JT
don't do that.
JT got 2 listeners, and they both in his living room.
And we love both of y'all.
Oh, that's 20 grand, Roger? I remember that 20 grand. I used to love that shit, boy. Tequila Sunrise. That's Delisa. Come on in, sister. Get you on.
You know I'm all about that tequila.
Andrea Amador. Well, whenever y'all come to Atlanta, I need to try it. Okay. Next time we come down there, we'll make sure we put a PSA out so we can remember that you're there.
She wants that drink.
We'll get together. We'll get together. I'll make a whole picture of these motherfuckers if I have to.
Little icier? No.
I'm good.
No, that's without the strength. Remember?
No, I'm just saying not
okay.
Anymore. Right now.
I'll be right back. Keep going.
I will.
Okay.
Delisa, what? You'll be in Atlanta, or you'll be back in Pittsburgh in Thanksgiving? I didn't understand the statement, honey. Oh. I'm done.
Am I gonna see you this time?
I know, right? Because every time she come, she be all busy and shit, and she'll never stop to say hi.
But we still love her.
We still love you, but goddamn.
Exactly.
I don't know, I'm about to say something. Denise Stewart, what's going on, brother? There's something else I wanted to say.
About?
I remember that part. I'd be sick. JT, no event that we are currently connected to, but 3 of my children live there. I have a couple partners who live there, and I got 20 years of life that I lived there, and so many friends and other connections. So yeah, Atlanta's always a good place for us to go. I know, bro. We definitely need to make an occasion to be in company, for real. Because I miss you and ain't even met you. Real shit.
Yeah.
JT, that's another one of my Gemini folks, man. And that guy's all up in here. He's all in my heart, for real. I love him and his family. Kofa Anchor, Honey Red.
Oh,
that's
okay.
the House of Atlas.
Oh, okay.
That's the House of Atlas, a.k.a. the House of Bigums.
Okay.
Good folks. Real good people, man. I love all of them. But yes, we definitely want to make more occasion to meet more of the people that interact with us, here online and everything. Because we don't want to just be online people. We want to meet motherfuckers in person. We want to really get to know you. We want to say that we're really friends. When I think about the Dunlaps, John and Lana Dunlap, we're really friends, but these are people I met on fucking line. I was a fan of them, according to them, they was a fan of us. So it's just like, wow, we really get to meet these people, get to hang out with them. And I mean, the list goes on and on and on, because I know there are so many people that, like I said, we have met online. Like one of my personal favorites, Polo De Niro from up there in Ohio. Well, actually, I think he's in Kentucky now. But anyway, that guy, I've been following him online for years. I finally got to meet him, and that man looked me in my face and knew exactly who I was. That made me proud. It did. Because this is somebody that I just think is so fucking cool. And now I really feel like I can count him as friend. And anytime I run into him, it's all love. Hold on, wait a minute.
Tell me what
There,
I really
hello,
like
there's
it.
more of us. I know there has to be. There has to be.
Different colors.
But I've had a gift for y'all
Yeah.
a few years
Let
now.
me take
Oh,
some and I probably-
okay, bro.
So I was wondering.
Well, we definitely gonna have to make occasion to get together. But now you talking about gifts and shit. I like gifts.
Just know if it's ever not good, tell me. Okay? Because I really want to know when I ask you. I really
Well,
want your
as y'all,
opinion.
it's no
Your
secret.
feelings in any way. I want to know because I want to know what you
My
think.
pretty lady here
Okay.
is officially
And I wanna make sure you
the face of Regal Love. We're very excited about the energy that she brings to our lives, not just these lives, but the lives that we live off camera, and the energy she brings to these lives. If y'all want more from her, as the conversation between she and I went, just ask questions. She's more that person as opposed to just, to go ahead and just volunteer her whole life. If you ask a question, she doesn't have much. She doesn't.
Did
have
you
much,
buy a movie
Imaginary
with the teddy bear?
So there you go for that.
I did too. If I
Wait for Ty to come back so we can figure out how we're
because
going to
I
sign off
thought
for
you
the
liked
night.
that. Did you watch Five Nights at Freddy's?
And I'm sorry I didn't get into a lot of the talking points I wanted to get into tonight, but I feel like the universe moved the way it was
Another
supposed
one
to.
like
And
Imaginary.
we talked about what we were
like
supposed to talk about.
I think you'll really like
Is that
Five
me?
Nights at Freddy's. Maybe even more.
Oh no, that's Ty.
Because it's like the Chuck
Ty,
E. Cheese.
JT has officially named Tyler Dickens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's breaking up, but what does he mean?
I don't know. Oh, probably breaking up some weed. Yeah. He probably is too.
To solve it before you die.
And
that's basically the movie. And it was really good. But
I do not love when I be wanting to say some shit and then I forget what I was going to say. Shout out to what is he back there laughing
I
at?
have no clue.
because I just realized my microphone was on and I'm probably on camera talking to Daryl the whole time.
Yup, he must have heard that because he said Dimples is breaking up. Yup.
What does he mean?
I said,
like she's fussing at somebody. He
I
can hear her on the mic.
Because I was like, what does he mean?
Yeah, okay.
Nope, I was just talking to my son, y'all.
Okay.
I promise there was no fussing involved.
What are you doing?
Huh?
You sitting there?
No, I'm about to pour some more in my cup and then I'm coming.
Okay.
All right. Lisa Love, hey, girlie, where the hell you been? Oh, they heard it all. Whatever you was up there telling girl, they heard all of it.
To be fair, I was talking to an autistic young adult.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny as hell.
Said they heard it all.
Wow.
I just looked down like, oh shit, I got a microphone on.
Oh my goodness. You been in the cut. You let the whole summer get by. We ain't get to see you or nothing.
That part.
JT said he didn't do it. Whatever it was, he didn't do it.
No, it wasn't. He wasn't fussed at. I promise y'all.
Okay.
We were talking about a movie.
They hear you. I don't know. I missed it.
All right.
As long as they hear me, it's all good.
They do. You got a microphone on.
I know.
No reason to be sorry, Lisa. We know life be life, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And you got shit you got to do too.
That part.
We can never hold that against nobody.
That part. Amen.
She said, "How's my ladies doing?" I guess
We're good.
We're
good.
I'm coming, y'all.
I can't be her boyfriend, but y'all definitely her lady. That's how it works. It's never me. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And unfortunately, we've had a couple too. But please just know that you have our condolences.
All I can think is they heard me chewing garlic bread.
Yeah, they heard you fucking rap.
But it wasn't until I was done talking to Daryl when I turned around and saw the mirror and I realized the microphone was on me. I'm like, dude, they probably heard my whole conversation with my son. I wasn't fussing at him, y'all. Just for the record. We were actually talking about a movie because he enjoyed the last one we watched together. All I heard was, "Hey, Mom."
And he was off to the races.
It was like, squirrel. But hey, we were always talking about how we wished people could see us on the real.
Yeah.
That was a real moment.
Yeah.
He called me to tell me about something he enjoyed, and we got into a whole conversation before I was like, I gotta go. We're on TV. Like, we're on live. I'm definitely watching this live, y'all.
Tanisha Marchman. Hey, boo thing. What's going on with you, baby? You need to call me. I ain't heard from you in a while. I was speaking before about V when you was upstairs. And I was talking about how she has come in and she's really injected. Yeah, them cold.
That's okay.
Get that fan. Yeah,
no.
We got the good
that
fan on
kept
tonight.
Going.
We got the good fan on tonight, goddammit.
We ain't in here sweating.
But just have you up to speed. You know, just talking about how she's come in and, you know, she's definitely contributed to our lives, not just the lives we do here,
right.
but, you know, our life.
Right.
And I don't want it to be a situation where anybody feels like it's a either or, because I'm poly, so I don't believe in either or. I believe in and.
In addition to,
right, I do not feel like
that was my first thought.
I do not feel like I should have to choose.
Right.
I have all. I want both, all three, all seven,
all of the above.
All of the above, exactly. So,
choices. What?
What? Why do I have to choose?
Why?
I mean, if they're both available, why can't I have them both?
Right.
Why not?
All it takes is a bit of honesty
and being committed to being a good person. Because everybody wants a good person.
Honesty and a real deposition of match.
In addition to her.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You.
That's
and
right.
You, and you.
So, like I said, for me, it really isn't about having to make the choice. It's how responsible can I be with accepting this person as well.
With me is, who are you to tell me I gotta make a choice?
I'm not even gonna question all that.
I'm grown.
Fuck you and how you feel. That's where I'm at.
Right. Exactly. I'm grown as hell. Last I checked, I make my own choices.
Boy, I have created this environment for my life.
Don't tell me to make no choices and I got kids.
JT, I want to see the dance, bro. I want to see the dance that you use on the dance break.
Send the video to our inbox.
Right, send the video to the inbox. Because I want to see that dance break, baby.
Period. I'm gonna lie, I want to see that shit too.
Part of the reason, and you've heard me say this before. What? Oh. What the hell am I missing?
You ain't missing nothing.
Part of the reason why we do these lives at all is so we can.
He said, "No, you don't."
Shit me. Yes, I do. So we can showcase that this love is not only possible, but it's happening.
It's real.
Right here, right now. We're not scripted. We do not come on here and become these characters for y'all to look at and say, oh, they just got it. Them is gold. No, fuck that. We come with our flaws. We come with our insecurities. We come with the things that we're not comfortable about ourselves. And we say, guess what, y'all? We're still here and we're still loving.
Mm-hmm.
We're still doing the best we can every fucking day to get it right.
If you don't like it, get back.
We were trying to watch a movie yesterday, and we're talking, and we're like, okay, we're not paying attention to the movie. We had that movie pause for about an hour and a half. Right? Just and laughing. And we just talking and laughing. It's like 3 a.m. and we're
I can't even remember what movie it was. That's how bad it was.
Number 23.
We gotta watch that.
We finished it. We did. Yes, we did.
We didn't really see the middle.
Yes, we did.
We were talking through the middle.
We paused
it. We watched it.
We saw it.
I feel like you was missing something.
I saw it.
Good movie. Kudos, Jim.
You're going to force her to see the rest of that.
Right.
We did see it. I remember
I
was talking. I was so happy. No, I was so happy that he confessed his crime.
Yeah.
He got the other man out of jail. Yeah. So I was happy.
Okay.
So,
you're right.
See?
You're right. It was just so long in conversation because we were like just left field all the way.
Yeah.
We forgot we were watching a movie. We were just chatting and having a good time, enjoying each other. When
you can find that continuous energetic exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Tyra made mention of it. I'm pretty sure I remember her making mention of it on a live once. That I need more positive energy to balance me out.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Everybody do.
I'm adopting a lot of positivity because of them. I don't have it naturally. I don't. But I love to mirror the energy and then mimic it because I see how they can bounce back in a way that I couldn't before.
Right.
You upset me, bitch, the world's burning down. Nobody's safe.
For the rest of the day.
For the rest of forever.
If I'm miserable, you're going to be too. Because you need to feel what I'm feeling.
Exactly.
It was bad.
Yes.
Bad, and I'm saying it again, bad.
But what's beautiful is you can acknowledge that today.
Mm-hmm. You got to grow.
Because that's not you today.
Grow. Everybody, right? If you hear me, you ever listen to anything I ever say.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Listen to this. Give yourself and those around you space to grow.
Oh, Gova said, this is why I've been with y'all for 3 years and counting.
That's right, baby. You know you really have. Yeah. You know your tribe, honey.
Juliet Flores, formerly Juliet Holloway, the godmother of Harlem. Thanks for checking back in with us, baby. Her favorite couple. Thank you, darling. We are doing very well. Maisha Thomas, hi, girlie.
JT ain't.
That's my guy.
You sound like Coat for Anchor.
That's my dude, all the way across the board, my guy.
Great minds think alike. That's all.
Yes. I like I said,
you've been learning.
Me learning how to operate with this, not just mimic it, not just pretend that this is real for me, but actually use it.
Not relying on that negative first thought.
Yeah. Don't allow myself to marry what I'm used to. Because in what I'm used to doing, how I'm used to operating, almost never got me what I wanted.
Oh, I just saw a big.
Yeah. And because it didn't get what I wanted, then it doesn't make sense that I should stay married to that way of doing things.
Or here's a better one, because I'm going by your example.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about how certain ways would get you what you want,
To a minor degree.
but it would give you the end result you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But you have since learned that there's more than one way to reach that result.
My daughter.
I felt like that fit in perfectly with what you were just saying.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I think he felt he was getting what he wanted because
Exactly.
the person just succumbed to
Yes,
him in
they
that
became
moment.
the yes person.
In the moment.
Whatever you want.
So
Whatever it
that
is
in
you
the end,
like.
he's not truly getting what you wanted.
Right. Because you want the emotional attachment that comes with it, but you're not getting that because you're demanding.
Right.
As opposed to working like a mature and responsible adult and compromising for it.
Right. It's like, no, my way or the highway.
Right. You're meeting somebody else's no way or the highway.
Right.
And y'all are both finding out, okay, what no way can I give up that works for us instead of just works for me?
Yeah. That is the lesson that I learned from my daughter. Shout out to my daughter Jazz.
Shout out all day. That's a beautiful soul.
She explained to me that I have lived my life as an actor and never as an observer. In other words, I always focused on what I was doing, but I never gave much interest. And that's the word she used, and it affected me deeply. I never had much interest in how it affected other people. I never witnessed the fallout for me to win, who had to lose. Did I win in a way that somebody had to lose? That was the day that I started really being like, oh shit, I really have bullied my way through a lot of situations. And I gave myself space to be that bully because I never took the time to think about what it cost somebody else.
Maybe that's because you finally got faced with people whose feelings actually mattered to you.
Yeah.
Because when somebody else's feelings matter, you care more about what you're doing and how it affects them.
But in this case,
I got surrounded with it.
No, and I'm sorry. I understand your point. I completely understand your point.
Right.
But in this case, I have to give it exactly what it was. It was fucking ignorance.
Right.
I just didn't know.
Right.
Didn't know to think about it. Didn't know that it was a thing for me to think about. Why would I bother thinking about how it affected somebody else? Somebody else ain't me.
Right.
Let's keep it up. Why would I?
And maybe that was you maturing to the point where you started becoming aware of how it affected others. Maybe that ties into what I was saying. It's not so much that it's the person that you're so much caring about. It's that you came to an awakening that I need to be mindful
that
of
I
others.
do care.
Right. That you actually do. Yeah, okay, that ties into it. Yeah. I definitely said it wrong at first because that made it look like somebody came along and was a difference. I really mean that you were able to grow to the point that it made a difference for yourself. But if it would have been the people priorly, it would have made a difference there too. Because the mind was there. Right.
No, I was just going to say I didn't agree with you.
Yeah.
The first time.
I think I said it wrong.
Right, because I don't think it had anything to do with necessarily a lack of
exactly. And what I didn't mean for it to come off as a lack
just
of.
wasn't
right.
there.
Exactly.
It was kind of like for you Bible thumpers, it was the Saul to Paul thing.
Yeah. Wow.
You're on the road to Damascus. You gonna go thump some motherfuckers in the head, and then the epiphany happens, and you understand. Wait a minute. All this time I was wrong. Everything I was taught wasn't accurate.
Mm-hmm.
The way that I viewed these things wasn't proper. Now, this is where you figure out if you have any emotional maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the opportunity for you to make a change. And it's not predicated on who receives the benefit of the change. The change is for you.
That part.
Right.
It's always for you.
That others benefit from.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, and that is what love is. That. Yes, that's how I look at love.
That's what it's meant to be.
Yes, you pour that into you. You take and you collect the good information, the bad information. You weigh it all out. You make the best decisions you can, and you use that for yourself.
And can you imagine what happens when all parties involved are all doing that?
Because then you will be able to recognize
Utopia.
other people loving themselves from that same perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get it now. I don't have as strong connections with some of my other partners because I recognize that they have not graduated to this part. This is part of the reason why they're not as regular part of my life.
And age doesn't matter.
Age doesn't matter. I have ended relationships 12, 14 years. Recently ended relationships that have existed that long because I understand that we are no longer aligned. Fuck the habit of a relationship. I am done with that. Bitch, if we got 15 years but 14 of them motherfuckers I was mad at you, I don't want a 15-year relationship with you.
Good evening, LaDonna family.
Hey, cousin, how you doing?
I saw them pop up on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram.
You know, Instagram ain't getting a lot of traction, so you know, I definitely we get a lot of traction after the fact. Mm-hmm. Like we'll look in there later and we'll see a lot of people watched, but a lot of people don't show up this time of day today.
What was I saying?
You were
Yeah.
I almost had
I know, right? Right.
I mean, the way you turn. See, we enjoy each other, even though
I know, like I have it.
I swear. He said he can agree with the incorrect teachings.
Well, we were talking about how. Well, shit. I feel like I can't even reiterate
I feel like I can catch it.
I know
any part of it.
Well, it was about
Anybody else?
Well, no, I got it. Wait, no.
See?
Wait. Like, no, because at first she was talking about how more like it was the person that you weren't maybe as connected to the person that you should have been, but it was like no.
But I didn't. It was just like
person,
no, you just
didn't have the growth.
You being connected to yourself better, where you're open to
understanding. I know where I was at.
Okay, yes.
From the way I look at it, you have got to pour that version of love into yourself and allow the rest of the world to live on the excess.
And you were talking about you were in. You're not worried about how the length of a relationship any longer. It's what you're getting out of it.
Exactly, because you're more aware of what helps you personally grow.
My quality of life is now very important to me.
Mm-hmm. As it should
and for as much as I love the ladies in my life, and I know I don't have to quantify it. I know y'all know how much I love you. But if my quality of life is affected, we understand that if we can't find a way to work it out, then we're gonna separate. Because that is what's important. That we are happy.
Mhm.
Not just to stay together. Yes, I want to happily stay with them forever. But if for whatever reason that can't happen, I want to stay happy.
I felt like you were right the first time. That can't happen. Because all I heard was happy.
Right. I'm not concerned about it not happening, but like I said,
right.
Because here's the best thing. I'm happy. Without them. I'm happy.
And you can't be you can't make anybody else happy if you're not happy.
They're happy.
Yep.
So I don't need them to make me happy. The only thing I need from them is help me be happy. That's it.
And that's all we need from him.
And that's all that I understand that I am to give them.
Yep.
Help them allow them, not even help, allow them to be happy. Don't interfere with their happiness. Don't take it away from them. Don't disturb it if my happiness is not in place. Give them the respect and be responsible and say, hey, you know what? I am not in a good place right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me talk to you a little bit later.
Yep.
I do not have the emotional bandwidth to deal with this right now.
Sound like Amara.
Can we put this on the back burner for a little later? And then make sure a little later gets here.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll fuck around and be like, oh, well, we didn't talk about it then, so I guess it really ain't that important. We don't have to talk about it.
Festering.
Then here we go. Here we go. That wound getting infected again. We talked about that last time we was here. So there's no reason for that. There's no reason for that. Make sure that when you pause these conversations that you understand that is a comma right there. That is not a period.
Mm-hmm.
So that conversation is supposed to keep going. It's not supposed to stop right there.
It needs a resolution.
Please understand that I know what it feels like to be overwhelmed. A lot of times, something's happened and we weren't seeing eye to eye, and I couldn't recognize where they were because I was too heavy into my own emotion. So, okay, wait. All right. Give me a minute. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to come back. And I always come back.
Because you got to take the pause to get your emotions in order.
Because you want resolution. That part. Remember that part. You want shit to be right. You don't have to be right. But please put yourself in position for things to be right.
And if you find that you are in fact not right, be a mature enough adult to understand and acknowledge and take accountability for when you're not right.
Oh, say that dirty word one more time. God damn, that's a dirty word. It came out of a woman's mouth.
Oh my God.
Whew! Shit! I ain't gonna say much more about that right there.
Ain't nothing like somebody that can admit they're actually wrong in a situation.
Yeah. Doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you didn't make the right choice.
Right.
That's all.
That's called human.
That's all. No more, no less.
Last I checked, there's one race. Human race.
We do not have to beat ourselves up for making mistakes.
That part.
As the partner, you do not have the right to be the punishing victim when your partner makes a mistake. Understanding if your partner makes a choice that is contrary to your relationship, on what we understand is on purpose, one more time, I think at that point you might want to reevaluate what the relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're speaking about, as we are always talking about, mature and responsible adults, then we're talking about people who can say, you know what? I fucked that up. I was not looking at that the right way. I made that mistake. Not, of course, it wasn't intentional, because why would I ever want to be wrong?
Nobody likes being wrong.
You just made a mistake.
But sometimes you are.
Allow yourself to accept that, acknowledge it. Because that acceptance and acknowledgement is huge components to accountability. Don't sidestep. Well, I wouldn't have done it if, but you still did it. Well, if you didn't say to such something, I wouldn't have said, but you still said it. No matter what happened before, you are responsible for you. So why did you allow this other thing to happen?
Mm-hmm.
If I upset you with what I said, where's your maturity to say you upset me by what you said, instead of you lashing out and deciding you want to hurt me by saying something else?
Like I say all the time, you cannot control how you feel, but you can control how you react to how you feel. Period, point blank. Your reaction is completely in your own control. And people, I couldn't help it. What? That is so sickening to me. Yes, you could.
Yes, you could.
help
Every
it.
second.
You made a conscious choice to do what you did.
I'm going to get into it on King's Corner, but I'm going to allude to it now. We have allowed so much bad behavior to continue that the bad motherfuckers think they're right.
We've allowed enough bad that it became a norm.
Right, exactly. Bad became the norm because so many people stayed quiet about it. So many people looked the other way. So many people swept it under the rug. The pedophile uncle that you warned all the kids to stay away from. Why the fuck ain't none of the goddamn grown-ups keeping uncle out the goddamn house? What about that? Where's that? I'm sorry, this is not King's Corner.
Yes.
Yes. We're saving up for King's Corner.
Coming soon to
King's Corner, because there's a lot of that. Like I said, I think we're dropping the ball in being accountable. Not only with our relationships, but with our families. And I'm talking the family that we're born into, not the families we choose. I think that we are cheating the next generation by making them believe that they're entitled to this good life. And us as parents, we're breaking our fucking necks to provide this good life. My girlfriend was telling me about one of her friends, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? About the way that she overindulges her child. I'll smile very big when I say that. Because I understand that this is why the accountability is so foreign. Because us as parents, we have decided that our children, even when they're grown, are going to have everything that we didn't. So we make it very easy for them to, as us men, bitch and moan about women. We make it very easy for our children to work, save their money, and then rely on us for financial support. But one more time, that's going in a whole other direction. Becca, what's going on, baby? Damn, I ain't seen nobody. Right. Ain't seen that name in a while. Hi, darling. It's good to see you. Good to see your name pop up there. Like I said, folks, I'm not gonna get into all of that because that really is that is in the chamber for King's Corner. Because when I come back to talk shit about that, I'm talking all the shit about that.
All the shit.
All the shit.
She ain't here.
But we're going to go ahead and get out of here because we have definitely run a little longer than we initially intended to, of course. But thank you all for the time that you spent with us. That is always so precious to us. And I hope something was said that you can use, something that will,
It's all we want.
in a positive way, affect your life.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that we let you all know that we love you and we mean it. And we will holler at y'all next time. Peace.
Bye.